I'm called Sabih. That's how my colleagues, my friends, my family addresses me. So so you can address me as Sabih. I also feel awkward when I'm called Mr. Kidwai, and so maybe इधर उधर देखता हूँ किससे बात हो रही है. So thank you. But as I said, my privilege. I'm here more to learn than to give. There's little that we can give, or anyone can give for that matter, because there's so much around for with you and for you, that if we compare that with anything else that we would be able to offer here, it'll be nebular, it'll be too small and immaterial. So let me start with setting this context. There is a big change. There is a big change that is happening around, and we are at a unique juncture of history of mankind. You are at that unique juncture. You are unique to be here. We heard your friends talking about the institute and the recognitions that the institute has, etc., etc. That itself is, of course, a privilege. Congratulations for making it. But at the same time, congratulations for being here at this time. Being here means being where? In the institute? In the world. Congratulations, you are in the world at the right time. Believe me, that's a fact. In fact, on the lighter side, I went to a forum. We were in a panel discussion as HR leaders, and we were talking about how to, and there's a lot of conversations and fad about Gen X and Gen Y and how to manage this and how to manage that. And so there was someone who was talking a lot, and in fact talking a lot, rightly so, but was explaining about how do you manage the youngsters and how do you have to take care of them and how do you have to make sure that you're understanding their needs and preparing for them, etc., etc., etc. And he kept on talking. So then came my chance, and I had to speak. I said, "This is being unfair with me." When I started my career, I was told, "Please, your boss, understand his needs. Make sure that you're doing what he wants you to do. Don't wait for him to tell you what he wants, etc., etc., etc." So I prepared myself, worked hard, and someday I will become boss, and then everyone else would start thinking and understanding my need and working for me. Now when I'm becoming boss, you're telling me, make sure that you understand your employees, you spend time with them. So when was my time? We didn't get an opportunity as professionals. So that way, I mean, that was on the lighter side, but the fact is that you are there at the right time. Everyone is looking at you. The world is preparing for you, and the world is changing a lot. The time that I would take with you today is going to about this. It is about the change, the changing world. By the way, most of what I would talk is accessible, is available on Google's and on the web, on the net. So feel free to copy, find out, read more. In fact, I would highly encourage to read more and more about the things that I or anyone else who's coming here is mentioning to you. So can someone help me? Where is that presentation or the video that I had? Did you know? Some of you might have seen this video, but I would really want you to pay attention to this. Even if you have watched it before, I would still want you to be attentive to this. This is talking about the good times that I said and for what I congratulated you. How's it? And what does this mean to you? Yes. By the way, and this half of the information I can tell you on this video, which was made 3 years, which was updated 3 years back, is outdated. So the information and the change that had to come is already there, and it is already there faster than what this video was anticipating. And by the way, I didn't make this video. So there were much sharper, smarter people who were making these videos somewhere else in the world. I think it was made in US first. Now they've made a lot of copies of it around the world. But the point that I'm trying to make it is that the world is changing, and it is changing rapidly, and it is changing much faster than what I and you can think. And interestingly, you are at a time when you can still join that wave. You still have time. But if you would notice, I'm saying you still have time to join the wave. And someone said here, what does it mean for us is that we don't know a lot of things. But what it means for us is that we need to know a lot of things. There's a lot that you need to know to take advantage of what is going to be available to you. And that is what is very, very important. It is important. Knowledge in itself is not of any use. It won't matter. So you come to the college, you go through the books, you give those exams, you get those numbers, very good. But it won't matter. And what matters is the application of that knowledge. But for you to be able to apply the knowledge, you need to first know what is happening. And I think the beauty of our times, of this times, is that it is all accessible to you. And by the way, you are already accessing it. So according to a study that was done by Nokia, you all know the phones company, they did a study in India, and they were doing it for some very different reasons, but one of the facts that came out of that was that at an average, an Indian smartphone, we are the fastest smartphone user base in the world, fastest growing smartphone users in the world. So India mein the number of smartphones that are being bought every day is much higher than it's being bought anywhere else in the world. So you are the fastest smartphone users base, fastest growing smartphone user base, and at an average smartphone user looks at his phone for a longer time as compared to the time that he spends in front of the television. This is a big shift. This is a big change, because if that be the case, then all the cost that was going into advertising on the television and all the cost that was going in using that mode of communication will shift, and has already started shifting. Now, it is important for you to know all these things. It is important for you to find out these things, and this is all very easily accessible to you. You've got phones, you've got Googles. It's so easy when you get speakers from industry. I don't think we have too much to talk about. It's like if maybe an exaggerated expression, but if we were to hear some warriors, that how would they ride their horses and go and fight, and they would, the bravery stories that we did this and that and all that, good to hear, but will it make any difference to us as professionals? Maybe not. Similarly, maybe an exaggerated expression, but we coming here and telling you all these stories about how did we make our careers and what did we learn,